What up? How is everybody doing on this glorious, beautiful, although overcast, sprinkling a little, day 116 of 2024? No excuses, year of the warrior. What are you doing today to advance your life in the ways that are beneficial to you and your family and your community? You know, I still take my will into my own hands sometimes and say things and do things that I shouldn't. Today I'm out here earlier. I haven't smoked any weed today yet. I don't have any, so that's probably good. And I'm gonna see where the day will take me. I got a semi-busy day booked in for work already. I know I'll get a few walk-ins. I'm feeling really good. It's gonna be pretty cold tonight, like in the 20s tonight and tomorrow, so can't put anything in the ground yet. I'm waiting a little bit longer. But other than that, I feel great. I'm done down here, so now I can go home and start the rest of my day, and hope that I make the right decisions in all my actions. I spoke of this on this other video, but I choose to believe in God. I witness it every day in my life. I witness God energy. There's no way that I should still be here. I had major addiction issues. I had several overdoses where I was alone and somehow came 2 hours later full of foam and just like not breathing. Couldn't use my hands for like a week. Like literally, they were fucked. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to return to barbering or anything else. I started coming out here to get my physical self in order, which in turn helped me get my mental health in order and my spiritual health in order. I've chosen to believe Christ is King once again. I walked away from that for a very long time. I was talking about how, watching my grandfather, my mother's father, with the way that he carried himself in life and spoke and treated people for the most part. I never seen him really get super angry, or I seen him get frustrated a few times, but that was about it. And he always seemed very caring and understanding, especially about my life and the way I was and in the situation that I grew up in. It was his daughter. He knew who my mom was and what she was about at the time. She's not about that anymore. I choose to convene with God out here. This is my church. I know people don't like it, but or maybe they do. I don't know. And it doesn't really matter, right? Because it's not about them. It's about me learning to have grace in my life, learning to have understanding. The power of love and compassion, which I falter greatly at. I do. I falter greatly at that. I definitely take my own will into my own hands a lot of the time. That's what my whole life of addiction was about. The lifestyle choices that I made, the robbing, the fighting, the just railing against anything in society. I definitely lived my life in a godless state. And I just and that was just justification, for the lifestyle that I chose to lead. And I knew better than to choose that lifestyle. I saw it in my mother's life. I saw it in my dad's life. I saw it in my stepfather's life. I seen it in the community around me, the community that I grew up in, which was the projects, the bricks, the ghetto, the hood, whatever you want to call it, low income housing, the welfare state, and I still chose to follow that path. It took some years down the road, but I was getting into jackpots at like 12 and 13 years old, always in school in trouble, learning dyslexia, right? But like I can read great. I've always been able to read great. I don't know how they diagnosed me with that, because I get it, but I think it's very mild. you know, and years when I was in the throes of addiction, alcoholism, crack use, heroin use, you know, I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder and attention deficit disorder and, you know, all kinds of stuff, depression. And, you know, I was poisoning myself daily with drugs, alcohol, and processed foods. You know, it was all about comfort and you know, less strenuous activity. And like I said, you know, once I started coming out here, once I started talking to God again, once I accepted Jesus Christ into my heart and asked for guidance in all aspects of my life. Again, I'm not always 100% successful at these things. You know, I'm not. But I ask every day for more guidance and for forgiveness where I faltered yesterday. You know, and I ask that I'm guided through all my affairs in life. You know, and I don't hear voices, you know, but I see God in my interactions with people. I see God in the face of my children, you know. I see God in my girlfriend, in the way that she treats people and she tries to be selfless, you know, to a fault sometimes, you know. Help everybody else and worry about yourself last. And, you know, that's an honorable trait to have, but you also have to take care of you. You got to make sure that you're okay. You got to, and I'm not talking about her. I'm saying in general, you know, I'm just saying, like, I see the proof of God in everything around us. I mean, look at this. You can't make that. You could grow it, but you can't create it, right? I mean, everything about it, you know, the sky, the sun and the moon and the stars and the fucking planet and, you know, the people on it, you know, that's what we really, you know, that's what I'm really looking for guidance for is how to be a better human, how to better serve man, right? And I don't mean a cookbook. Everybody, old people remember Twilight Zone. They don't know what that is, the episode To Serve Man, right? But, you know, and to better support my family, to better support myself, to better support my loved ones, you know, my girlfriend and my community. You know, the more my mind becomes more and more clear and I dust off all the cobwebs and get the disorders out of here, the more likely I am and able to help others, you know. But you have to help yourself first. You can't help anybody else without taking care of you first. But that's where I'm at today. Day 116. I hope no one's mad about that, you know. But that's the way I feel. And that's who I am today. And I'm not going to hide it for anybody. You know, if someone, oh, there's bad Christians, there's bad this, yeah, it's called people, man. People are bad. People can be toxic. People are egocentric and selfish. And I know because I'm a people. I can be egocentric. I can definitely be selfish. I mean, 20 to 30 years of addiction and you know, that's a proof of how freaking selfish I can be. You know, I'm not living selfish today. I take care of myself for sure, but you know, I'm looking out for others as well. You know, I'm looking out for all the people in my household. You know, I even get along with my ex-wife. You know, I get along with her new husband. You know what I mean? There's no beef there anymore. You know, the only beefs I have is, you know, I'll post something that I find kind of comical or it's pointing out the hypocrisy in the right or the left. And, you know, usually right wingers don't really say much. They're like, well, I don't believe that. But the lefties will be like, whoa, this whole fucking bullshit argument. You know, the straw man argument always. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. This video is way too fucking long. I'll talk to you when I talk to you. It's day 116. I feel fucking phenomenal. I hope you do too. I hope you're getting at whatever it is that you need to get at. And freaking take care of yourself and each other, right? I love you. Like, subscribe, and share. And I'll talk to you when I talk to you. Peace.